Hi, so for journal number 16, I decided to focus on the question, what are the four themes that Begbie is going to develop in his work? How does each one state a problem or issue? And how will his text offer a response to these issues? I'm pretty sure the four assumptions or the four themes that Begbie um, brings up in the following chapters of this book are on page 37 and 38. Um, he says, first, it seems to be assumed that the nature of divine transcendence can initially be discovered from the perspective of our experience of and our interpretation of our own limits. Um, and he says it's not the only way to develop an account of divine transcendence, but it's extremely common. Uh, And second, it is supposed that transcendence will be best understood in context of a theology of divine agency that generalizes God's relation to the world and sets to one side the specific, decisive activity of God in the history of Israel in Jesus Christ. Um, and it's in that way it's defining God using the entire world rather than using it from like specific scripture. Um, and thirdly, uh, there appears to be an assumption that humans possess an innate and innate capacity to apprehend and respond appropriately to the God who is thought to be transcendent. Um, and lastly, the fourth, uh, it appears that divine transcendence can be theorized in a manner that presumes a Unitarian deity, um, kind of it does not take into account the Trinitarian, and I think he says like he's not just like discrediting the Trinity or denying the Trinity, but it's that when in thinking of transcendence, it's more towards again Unitarian deity, so kind of God and how he relates to transcendence. I think. And so kind of what are the I think I think the issues with each of these themes is that they are all assumptions. Each of them start with a, appears, appears again, um, supposed and assumed. These are all things that are not confirmed about the themes of transcendence you know and Christianity and art and such. And so I think just by expanding on what he means um, by each theme will help understand more um, I guess the concepts um, in redeeming transcendence um, and helping readers get a better understanding of exactly how transcendence plays into the arts and with God and how it all relates in our world together, I think.